Hey y'all, so first of all, happy Friday Eve. I've never done one of these before, and typically I don't really put out content unless I feel like it's like something that's really valuable and useful for sharing. Like, I don't typically like to share things just for the sake of sharing things. But I took a test recently, and it's not the normal test that maybe some people would think about, but it was a really in-depth assessment, personality assessment, I guess, so to speak, but I think that more of like a mental assessment, and it really broke down all of my characteristics into 24 different traits and gave me really just exact details about all the different traits that I have. Some of them I kind of already knew. I'm very highly organized, I'm very structured, I really like order, I am very nurturing, all these different things, but especially when it comes to self-evaluation, you don't really ever look at the traits that are wrong with yourself, and usually your perception of the things that you could be better at are going to be a little skewed. So this is something where you almost like can't even get offended by it because it was a 300 question analysis. So it took a lot of time, obviously, with it being really in-depth, like that's okay, but I think I just want to continue speaking about the different areas that it broke down in my personality, kind of go over that. Why do I think I scored in these areas the way that I did? And it scored me on a scale of 1 to 10. So it gave me like your sociability is an 8, and your structure is a 10, your autonomy is a 1, which is really surprising to me. So I kind of can't wait to just divulge all this information that I got and kind of go deeper into it. And I think in some ways it'll kind of be a catharsis to just kind of speak on all these different things, because I think I do have a pretty interesting story to tell. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I want to improve myself. I want to be progressing in life, and I want to be doing better. And the only way to do that, I think, is to break down the information that you have about yourself and then find ways that you can get better. And so I want to get better, and one of the ways that I believe you can get better is by building habits. So for this first one, I'm not going to break down any of the assessment that I took. I'm going to be doing that over the next 24 days because those are the different categories that it gave me. But with building habits, so I think that's super important, and I think that I can attribute a lot of my success because of the really good habits that I've built. Anyone that knows me really personally knows that I have gone through a very difficult early life, all the way up until around I was like 16 or 17. I'm only 25 right now. And so a lot of these traits that I have is not something that someone could say, oh, well, you were just born with that. It was definitely something that I had to put a lot of time, conscious effort, and nurturing into to be able to develop the habits that I have today. And so with habits, a lot of people are not able to build habits because they try to take on too much and they don't really understand really how to effectively and efficiently build habits. I'm not saying that I'm any expert by any means, but I do think that I've made a conscious effort my entire life to build really good habits. And so one of the things that I have to say is the best habit to have is to make your bed in the morning. Sounds probably kind of stupid, probably really simple, but make your bed in the morning. Can you imagine any highly successful person just waking up in the morning and leaving their bedroom a mess and coming home after the workday to just see all these blankets just in a puddle on top of their bed? Probably not. Like, you can't. I have a hard time picturing Elon Musk coming home and just having his bed just looking a mess. And the other different thing is, besides just having a neat and organized room, is that you have an automatic win for the day. And every day you can kind of look back and reflect, and you can say, okay, was today an L or was today a W? And a really easy way to rack up points to having your day be a W is to set yourself up for success. And one of those different ways is just making your bed in the morning, just being organized. and making a conscious effort to make sure that you're taking care of your space, which really impacts your mental and emotional health, is your physical environment. So that's what I would have to say is, for building habits, start with something small, whether it be health and fitness and, eating better, or, practicing your sports, or, whatever it may be, is starting really small and working your way up. So too long, didn't read, skip to the end of this video, make your bed in the morning. So I'm going to try to be doing these videos every single day, and starting tomorrow I'm going to be breaking down the in-depth assessment that I took. I'm not going to tell anyone about what the name of the assessment is, because this isn't something of where I'm trying to sell or promote or push any product or anything like that. I am just simply so incredibly just impressed with this assessment and just everything that it broke down about me, and how much it's really helped give me so much clarity on my life. And I want to share it with people, and I think that the only way to do that is for people to not feel like I'm trying to do product pushing. So I'm not going to let anyone know until I get to the very end of my assessment and I tell everyone about it. But I mean, if you're interested, stay tuned for the next 24 days as I go through the different all of the assessment points that I gave me, and you'll learn a little bit about me and how I got to where I am today. But yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for listening.